Welcome to another episode of Healthy Cooking with me, Chef Keith. This is a show where I will show you how to make healthy gourmet-style meals in the comfort of your very own kitchen. But before I go any further, let's thank our sponsors who've made this show possible. And they are Paper to Film Productions, Revolutionary Meals, Scott's Cares Foundation, Urban Grandstand Digital, Meet My Types Matchmaking, Blend to Blend Juice Bar Boutique, Ren Novations, and New Covenant of Praise Worship Center. Now, sit back, relax, and let's do a little healthy cooking with me, Chef Keith. Welcome back, Source Family. Glad you can make it again with me this week for Healthy Cooking with Chef Keith. And today I'm going to make a little something different. We're going to grill some swordfish outside on the grill. We're also going to make a sweet potato cake, as well as a nice tasty side salad to go along with that. So, of course, you can see, for those of you who are watching on Healthy Cooking with Chef Keith on the Source Nation Facebook page, you can see that I am cutting sweet potatoes. Now, I've already peeled the sweet potatoes, saving some time for our video. And I'm just going to cube everything up to make everything nice and small, so to make it easier to cook. We put in the water. So I'm going to put these on boiling water for about 10 to 15 minutes, just till they're nice and soft, so I can make them into cakes. So I'm just going to cut everything like so. Nice little cross cut here, cross cut here. Alright. Should be a nice healthy meal for some of you. And like I said, each individual dish can be used in different ways. So as far as for those of you who don't eat meat, the salad I'm going to make, you can actually make this, because I'm going to use some egg in it. You can exchange the egg for some honey a little bit later on if you want. Make the cakes with honey. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, I got my pot right here. Just going to go ahead and toss in all the sweet potatoes. I'm going to boil them on medium. I'm going to add a little kosher salt to the water. A little kosher salt here. So I'm going to put these on the stove and we're going to let them boil. Alright? From here, what I'm going to do is I'm boiling some eggs too, for those of you who like eggs on your salad. Go ahead and boil those. Right here, I have some turkey bacon. I had it frozen, so it's easier to cut and chop. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this turkey bacon like so. And this is just going to be a topping for our salad if you choose. Nice and tasty. Low fat. Okay. So I'm just going to dice this up. Be something I just sprinkle down on there. Okay. See that? Nice couple handfuls here. Just going to go ahead and take my turkey bacon and just add it to a bowl here. And there we go. Alright. Nice and easy. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to take some olive oil. Just about a capful, which is about a tablespoon. We'll do 2 tablespoons of olive oil there. And from there, I'm going to toss it a little bit to get everything nice and coated. Loosen everything up. So you got olive oil there. Alright. And at this point, I'm just going to add some Parmesan cheese in there to your turkey bacon. See if this is enough. I think that'll do it. Alright, so right there, you see Parmesan cheese coated all over the turkey bacon. Alright, after a little olive oil, and that's after I chopped everything up. I'm going to go ahead and take it and spread all this turkey bacon out on this sheet pan right here. And all I'm going to do at this point is just going to crisp it up. Make it nice and crispy so it can go on top of your salad. Alright, so we got Parmesan flavored turkey bacon right there. See, that was easy. I'm not going to add any salt or anything to it at this point. I'm going to leave it just like it is, okay? We're going to put this in the oven. I have the oven set for 375. I'm going to put it in for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll take it out and let it sit. But we won't use it again until we put it on the topping on our salad. Okay, so what I got here is I got 1 whole lemon, and just going to keep this pretty much straightforward. Just going to use a little bit of the zest here. A little bit of the lemon zest. Alright, just get that out here. A little bit more. I'm going to use all of it. That should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Alright, so I'm going to take a little of our lemon zest right here, and I'm just going to get a bowl here. I'm going to take some more of our olive oil. Alright, I'm just going to take some of our olive oil here. Alright, I'm going to add about half of the lemon zest that I had right there. A little under half. I'm going to take that and set it to the side. I'm going to take the rest of the lemon zest. I'm going to put it in here. I've got half a stick of butter. Take the rest of it, put it in here. Alright. Go ahead and take the rest of our lemon. Got a sticker on there. So I'm going to take 1/2 of the lemon. I'm going to put it in our bowl here. This is with our olive oil, so we're going to add a lemon, half a lemon, so that's half a cup, to our olive oil mixture, and I'm going to use another half here with our half stick of butter. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so what I'm going to do first things first, move this over to the side a bit. Here's my swordfish. Okay, so here I have my 2 pounds of swordfish, and what I'm going to do here, just mix this up a little bit. The olive oil, the lemon zest, and our lemon juice, and I'm just going to start to drizzle this mixture on the top of our swordfish. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to go right on top of our swordfish with this mixture here. Okay. And for from there, I'm just going to take some kosher salt. Alright, so we got our kosher salt. I'm going to sprinkle it generously on our swordfish. And I am going to take some of our black pepper. Alright, black pepper, just like that. And what I'm going to do now, just make sure it's on there good. Now, when we get everything to the grill, we're going to let this rest like this for just a little bit. And you can kind of rub that in if you want. Okay, but when we put everything on the grill, we are going to do the same thing to the other side, but we're going to do it while we're on the grill. Okay, so we're going to get everything nice and cooked up. We're going to cook this in just like that. So I'm just going to set the swordfish off to the side. Okay, and from here, alright, now I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of garlic and add it to our butter here. I'm going to add a little kosher salt to this unsalted butter, so it should be okay, just a little bit. Just a little pepper here to our butter. And I'm going to do is go ahead and just mash this up. Alright, so I'm just going to mash everything up here. I'm going to add just a couple dashes of basil in here. Dry basil. Probably add a little bit more. So, a little bit of dry basil in there. Just to make a nice little tasty compound butter. This is going to make a nice little compound butter. It's going to make a nice little topping. And we're going to put it on the swordfish right when it comes off the grill. So we're going to let the residual heat melt this butter on top of the swordfish. So you see that? Alright, so our turkey bacon's coming out now. Alright, so there's our turkey bacon. Look at that. It's nice and crispy. Remember we had a parmesan on there, right? So I'm just going to let this sit. Probably toss it around, put it on warm, let it stay in the oven for a couple minutes while we're making the fish, okay? So for the most part, this is ready to go. Okay, so I got my sweet potatoes out of the pot here. They're boiling. You can see they are nice and soft. For those of you who are just tuning in, you're listening to Healthy Cooking with Chef Keith on the Source Radio Network. And we are making a nice, tasty swordfish dish. And right now, I am just going ahead and mashing up my sweet potatoes. At this point, I'm going to add, I have some cinnamon maple sprinkles here. So this is cinnamon, sugar, with a little maple flavor in them. Alright, if we had smell-o-vision or radio smells or something like that, the minute you can, you see that maple cinnamon hitting these sweet potatoes, you can smell it almost immediately. So I'm just mixing up, just put like an eighth of a stick of butter in here, just to add a little moisture to it. And just mashing them up. I'm gonna fry these and make them into little cakes. real simple. Just get them nice and crispy on the outside, rather. Alright. Now at this point, and this is very important because while I'm mixing, you know, taking the heat down just a few degrees, because I want to add an egg in here. Now for those of you who are not eating the eggs, you can add honey at this point if you want. I'm going to add 1 egg, and see, the reason that you want to be careful when you're adding the egg and it's not too hot, because then you'll end up with scrambled eggs. Right. So I'm just going to add 1 egg already beat right there. Alright, see. So don't worry about having to cook it. Then you sort of have to go fast once it gets in here. Because like I said, you do not want to scramble the egg. So if you put the egg in here too fast, you will basically have scrambled eggs in the middle of your mixture. And that is not what you want. Trust me on that one. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more of our cinnamon maple sprinkle here. Just a little bit. Now at this point, if you want to use a mixer, you can. I was thinking about it. Maybe I will, but this mixture needs to cool for a little bit. So we want it to be smooth like that. So that's what we're looking for. Nice little smooth mixture. Okay. Nice little smooth mixture. So I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to let this cool. Alright. Probably even put it in the refrigerator. But I think it's fine just like it is. And that's all it is to it. So we're going to move out to our grill now. So I got my smaller grill right here. And this is a nice little trick you can use with a whole lot of food. But what I'm going to do is I just soaked one of those halves of lemon. I soaked it with olive oil. And I'm just going to run it right across the top here. That way I flavor the grill itself as well as oil it. A lot of people get intimidated by grilling fish. You know, because they're not sure how to do it. And there's different ways you can do it. So this is just one of those ways. And swordfish is one of those fish that's it's a nice piece of meat, and it does not fall apart on the grill. But if you cook it too long, you'll dry it out. So you don't want to walk away from the swordfish when you get it on the grill. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to grab my swordfish, and remember we seasoned one side. We left it in the oil of lemon zest, and we put some salt and pepper on there. So I'm going to make sure I got a good grip on it. So I'm going to do is lay the seasoned side down first. Okay. And of course I'm outside, so the birds are singing. There were some kids out here playing, but alright, we got a little flame going there, which is fine. So just like I said, in a situation like this, you don't want to play around with it too much. So a little flame is good sometimes. You just got to keep checking it as you go. It's going to be about 3 to 3.5, 4 minutes, somewhere around there per side. Okay. See right here. See that? Don't let the flame scare you. And so you can actually If it gets too high, just move everything around. See that? See, you just moved everything around. Let the flame do its thing. Alright, so you got it going down. Like I said, 2 or 3 minutes aside. So I'm going to go right back over. Like that. So we got a nice little fire going here. Just added some smoke to it. Like I said, 2 or 3 minutes aside. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm just going to baste the top with the rest of our mixture that we have. Okay, so I'm just going to go across the top here. Another quick move. Again, separate. See? You just can't be intimidated by the fire. You move everything around the fire. That's why you don't put charcoal everywhere, so you get nice safe zones that you can move your food to, so you can work around flare-ups. See that? Swordfish is so tasty, especially when it's prepared correctly. So we're right about where our limit is on it right now. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and give it a turn. Nice little turn. Look at that. The swordfish looks amazing. And since we have some heat now on this side, I can go ahead and use our compound butter. I'm just going to go ahead with my fingers here and just place some compound butter right here on the top. This is our garlic, our basil, mixed in with the butter. Garlic, basil, lemon juice, unsalted butter, just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Alright, so what I'm going to do at this point, after I set it there, I'm going to close it, because I have my grill on for about a minute now. I had it flipped on that side for about a minute, so we're going to go one more minute. And when this comes out, it's going to be absolutely amazing. There we go. That is beautiful. I can smell the garlic when I open it back up. Everything just sort of melted right down on top of our swordfish. Look at that. Oh, that is That is beautiful. That is absolutely amazing looking. And we didn't use all the butter, so we have some left that we can add to it. That's all it takes to cook this. This is all going to rest. This is going to rest for about 2 minutes, and we're going to be able to make our potato pancakes, our sweet potato cakes in that time frame. All I'm going to do here is I got a little oil, a little butter in here. Just going to go ahead and put a couple scoops of our sweet potato mixture right down into our pan. And these will take almost no time to cook here. I think I should put a little bit more with this guy right here. In that combination, that was 2 sweet potatoes, so you should be able to get about 8 with that. You're going to do about 2 minutes aside. That should be about as much as you need for these, because like I said, it's not like they're raw, anything like that. They're already cooked, so you're just putting a little crisp on the outside. So we're going to just make sure they're nice and crispy on the outside. We're going to flip them after 2 minutes, and now it's time to plate. Okay, so here we have our plate. We put a couple sweet potato pancakes on there. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that hard-boiled egg on the salad here. And we're going to take some of our Parmesan flavored turkey bacon, sprinkle that right on the top. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of our Swordfish steaks. I cut a little slit here. Make this memorable. Top with a little of our garlic butter. Finish with a little parsley. And there you have it. Well balanced, well rounded, easy to do swordfish steak with the lemon basil sauce, sweet potato pancakes, and we also have a nice Parmesan turkey bacon on our salad. See you next week. Now, wasn't that simple and easy to do? And when you try it at home, you'll find out just how tasty it will be. But before we close out, let's just talk about those sponsors one more time. That's Paper to Film Productions, Revolutionary Mills, Scott Cares Foundation, Urban Grandstand Digital, Meet My Types Matchmaking, Blend to Blend Juice Bar Boutique, Ren Novations, and New Covenant of Praise Worship Center. Now don't forget to join me again next week as I'll show you how to make a tasty, affordable, healthy, gourmet style meal in the comfort of your very own kitchen. Remember, easy, tasty, healthy, gourmet style cooking is as close to you as you are to your kitchen.